So with the Walk for Life coming up again here at the end of September, I asked Dad if I could take this opportunity to talk to you all a little bit this morning. And unless you haven't seen the news at all over the past several weeks, I'm sure you are realizing more and more what an ugly thing abortion is. Starting with the baby, to the family, down to us, the taxpayer. The baby, first of all, just because it's so wrong to take his or her life, and there's great evidence that these babies feel real and excruciating pain as they are being aborted. The family for a lot of reasons, we as a society tell the mom that it's all okay. It's her body, it's her choice, it's her right, it's legal. But after the fact, she herself knows in her heart what has been done to her child. God made her with protective maternal instincts. And the ironic thing is that no amount of society telling her it's okay will undo the guilt and the grief that she will most likely experience for years to come. Often we see her life spiral out of control, turning to drugs, to alcohol, broken relationships, serious mental and health issues, sometimes suicide, or at best, she just keeps her secret safely locked and hidden away and is literally trapped in a prison of guilt and depression for years. And let's not forget the men. You might laugh at that, but really and truly, there are fathers, husbands, boyfriends, brothers, friends who encourage the women in their lives to have an abortion, and they themselves wrestle with guilt. Sometimes they didn't necessarily encourage them, but they just maybe didn't step up and try to show them a better way, and sometimes they didn't want the abortion to happen. They were willing to stand in the gap for the child, but it didn't seem like there was anything they could do. And for years, they wonder about the life of that child. The time of year rolls around for his or her birthday, and in their hearts, they're deeply grieved, and they wonder what that child would be like, and they're so sad that they didn't stand up and defend that life, because God made men to be protectors and to stand up for the defenseless. So this is where crisis pregnancy centers like Crossroads comes into play. God uses these amazing volunteers to reach out to those who are vulnerable to abortion. I think it's like a 150-mile radius. If you're on your phone or your computer and you are looking for an abortion, more than likely the first thing you're going to see is Crossroads Clinic that will pop up. And so oftentimes an appointment is made and a Crossroads volunteer sits down and discusses with this lady her options, carrying with support, adoption to so many people who are looking to adopt children, and abortion. They explain that option as well. And many, many times, when treated with compassion and given truthful options, the mother will choose life for her baby. They also show her a free ultrasound of her baby. Sometimes she does choose to abort, and hopefully they will see that same person back in for counseling and help her to understand that there's forgiveness in Christ. There's no judgment, just compassion and helping them find restoration and healing so they don't have to be trapped in that prison for years. Sometimes Crossroads never knows if the mom chooses life for her child. Sometimes, a month later, several months later, a year or 2 or 3 years down the road, they'll get a picture of this beautiful child, and the mom is saying, "Thank you so much for helping me to see that I had options." And they attribute that to the counseling they got. So far this year, that we know of, 42 babies' lives have been saved because of the work at Crossroads. And the really cool thing is not only is the baby's life saved, but a lot of times the mother, the family comes to know Christ in the process, and their entire lives are changed for the better. They're set on a new trajectory, one with hope and promise and the stability that knowing God brings. So there were 2 scriptures that have stood out in my mind lately as I was reading the Bible, not related to this issue, but they really just stood out to me. In Hebrews chapter 13, where there are instructions to Christians, the things that we should pay attention to, like being kind to strangers and all of that kind of things. It says, remember the prisoners as though you were in prison with them, and the mistreated as though you yourselves were suffering bodily. And the other one is Psalms 9:12. It says, for the one who seeks an accounting for bloodshed remembers them. He does not forget the cry of the afflicted. So God has not forgotten these unborn children, and he will seek an accounting for their bloodshed. So I would challenge us all to be faithful in doing what we can in our own way to help those who are suffering and to prevent more bloodshed. And I have this video. Were you able to get that, Dad? I wanted you all to see it. Sometimes children just say it best. So I invite you to watch this.